Everyone, this is Zach, and I'm back with another conversation. Today, I want to talk about something that recently came to mind in the past few days, and it's the idea that there's always someone out there who's better than you at whatever you're doing or whatever you're trying to do. So there's a very good chance that someone's already done it or someone has done it better than you have, and I started thinking about it a lot, and I think it carries a lot of the reason as to why I don't follow through with a lot of things and I don't continue with my progress. Because I hit a point where it seems to affect me and I get in my head about this topic, and it kind of defeats the feeling that I had when I originally started a project. Like, I'll say the past 2 days have been rough for me, um, thinking about this topic. I've already hit a point where I'm not going to, I want to keep going, but just yesterday I hit a point where I said, why should I continue doing what I'm doing right now? Even though I just recently talked about um, the fact that I always do this. But I think I really hit the nail on the head with why I get distressed and why I just kind of stop. Because I get in this headspace where I don't want to continue because I'm watching people that originally inspired me to do something, but now I'm watching them as if they're my competition and as if I need to beat them or do something that they didn't do. Um, and I need to not be in that headspace, and I think part of getting out of that is just gonna be to keep going, even if I hit a point where um, I don't see myself going anywhere, or I don't feel like doing something. Obviously, if I don't feel like recording one of these in a day, I'm not gonna force myself to. But over a long term scenario, if I in my head I want to do something, but in all actuality I'm forcing myself not to. I just need to sit down and do it, and I can't get stuck in that spot where I reflect on my performance versus anyone else, um, and stuff like that. And a lot of it nowadays, all these kid stars nowadays, which I don't have a problem with them. They're not really the people I'm talking about. It's the people that I look up to. It's not really kid stars that I look up to, but these kid stars who start so young in their lives, and they grow to a point where at the age of 14 or 15 they're these big deals. And I'm sure a lot of people look at that and think to themselves, I didn't start when I was 10 or 11, so I will never be at the point those kids are at. And I think that's kind of bullshit. I think a lot of media influencers are able to get to the spot that they are now a lot easier. I think, I don't know. I don't know where to continue my train of thought here. Um, but I can jump on the fact that a lot of parents nowadays see growth in young adults, or young children even at that, and they can get to a point where they push their kids to do different things. You see all the time videos of 3 or 4 year olds doing acrobatics and gymnastics, and you just gotta think, like, clearly the parents must have pushed them so hard to get into that and force them to do these things to the point where they're good enough to show off in a sense. And I think that's such an awful thing. I think you should be able to learn that not everything's going to go right, and I think you need to learn to develop your own hobbies on your own and not be forced into something. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of just a silly concept in general. I don't know why I let it get to me. Because sitting down talking about it, like, I know in my mind that I shouldn't let it affect me, but it still does. And it's a weird thing that I think I just need to overcome, and I think it'll come with time. I need to find who I want to be, and I I don't know. I need to not let it get to me, I guess. So I'm gonna end this here. It's a shorter one for sure, but I just wanted to make note of it. So yeah.